Good evening and many thanks for watching KTN. Welcome to this edition of Health and Wellness. Remember that on this show we keep on bringing you different aspects of treatment and health that you need to know to be able to take care of yourself. Remember, Health and Wellness is that program that continues to give you the nitty-gritties that you need so that your health gets to be better, because we say your health is your wealth. On Saturday, we shall be having a discussion with Dr. Elias Yusuf, who is a specialist when you talk about Sujok therapy. What does this mean? I know it comes from Korean words where Su means hands and Jok means feet. But how exactly does this work when it comes to you taking care of yourself? Yusuf, welcome on set.
Thank you so much.
We're here talking about Sujok therapy. Just take us through what this is.
Thank you very much. Sujok is a Korean word, as it was discovered by a Korean scientist called Park Woo. He found that our hands, which is Su in Korean, and Jok, which is feet, are miniature resemblance of our whole body. And then he said it cannot be on a coincidence that there can be so much a resemblance. There must be some purpose to it. So he went to research more, and he came out that our hands, they have got like switches here, which are corresponding to our body. So he went further and discovered that when we have a problem with our any organ or limb, it reflects on our hands or feet as pain. So as you'll see, those points become tender. So that is what is the Sujok therapy.
Yeah. So one would ask then, if you look at the health sector, as one would say, right? So we have the traditional medicine, we have the modern medicine, then we have Sujok, which is more of almost borders physio, right? So how does this then fuse with these different forms of medicine, one would say?
Okay, that's a good question. You see, this therapy is Sujok acupressure therapy. As I explained to you what Sujok is.
Yes.
Acu is the smallest point. Pressure, as you know, is just pressure. So once you know how your hand is resembling your body, just a pressure on that point, which is probably giving you pain, gives you relief. It is so wide that it says that it can treat so many diseases and pain also. So our topic today will not be diseases.
Yes.
We'll be concentrating on pain management because people are there out suffering and with pain. So our topic is going to be pain management by Sujok therapy without drugs.
Yeah. So let's talk about pain management, right? So assuming I'm having a headache, which is pain, right? So one would ask, because on a normal day you have a headache, the next thing you know is you walk to your nearest shopkeeper or you walk to your nearest chemist, and all you'll do is get a painkiller. But here we're talking about you using your body to address that headache.
Yes, that's a very good question, especially more relevant now when we're in month of Ramadan. Right? You wake up early after Daku.
Yes.
For some reason, you start having headache. Right? That headache can be for any reason. So what do? Are you going to suffer for the whole of the day? But in Sujok, we have a remedy for that. It's just, as we are going to explain to you how our body is, this point here, the thumb, the tip is corresponding to our head. So just a massage, within less than a minute, you should get, get relief. It works that faster than any painkiller.
Many usually speak in terms of when you look at even advertising, when it comes to the painkillers that we have, it's fast absorption to your stomach that will ease the pain. But if you're talking about just you doing it where you are just massaging your thumb, that makes so much sense. But let's talk in terms of how spread this therapy is in the country, because one would say it is Korean, but do Kenyans know about it? You know about it. You know more about it. You've done research on it. You practice it. But how spread is it? Are Kenyans consuming it more?
To be very honest, I've gone around in Urban. Okay, my experience is about 20 years. And I've been going around in Nairobi. If I see anybody who is sick, I've gone to the temples, church or mosque and everything that allow me to give a talk. But it has not been accepted that easily. It says that how a massage on our hands or feet can give you a cure in your body itself. But that's how this energy works. So basically, it's not very much accepted. But if you look at it, the Asia type, like India and all that, it's very much accepted there. Like, it's also in forces of police, armies and everything. We're just giving a massage on the point issues, you get relief without any painkillers.
So how do we break that barrier?
Yeah. So you see, the thing is, it's up to people. We have got so used to this traditional or conventional medicine. So we find that okay, massaging here, as you say, use some seeds and everything. So people have not accepted it so easily. But one thing is for sure, when I went to go to the coast, especially Lamu, that's where people accept it very easily.
So here we talk about pain. Does it then cover or rather address all sorts of pain that we have in our bodies, or do we have like extreme cases where Sujok does not apply to? Because that then becomes a point of concern for many, because one would say if it's headache and I can do that. But what if I have extreme pain, I dislocated my ankle? Is there a way for me to address that, or is Sujok just for some pain but not all?
Sujok therapy is for all pains. Maybe any extreme. Like I've been treating or showing, what I do is I show people how to treat themselves. So there, if somebody has a problem, they can go ahead and, teach them, okay, massage here and so forth. So I've been treating like sciatica. Sciatica, if is something to do with your spine, where it's become so bad, man cannot even get up from his bed. So with this therapy, I've been able to treat them or show them the treatment, how they themselves can treat. So see, it's working on a similarity, how our hand is very similar to our body.
Yes.
So basically, you can treat any pain, whatever extreme it may be.
Yeah.
Maybe, might need 2-3 sessions to, reduce that pain. And added with some magnets or seeds or so on.
Okay. And that then brings me to the next question would be, say, is it a one-hit wonder in the sense that I would come to you today, you just massage and I'm done? Or in some extreme instances, you find that the therapy would take longer. So approximately, so say a headache, how long would that take? But if I have a sprained ankle, or even the spine that you're talking about, how long of therapy sessions would one need if you compare different kinds of pain?
It's a good question. And in my experience is that you get instant relief, be it what it may be, from sciatica to a headache or anything. So once you know the points which you're doing, and you do it correctly on those points, like let's say this leg corresponds to your, this finger corresponds to your right leg. But if you try to use on this one, you might not get the result. So you need to know which is which. But when it comes to that relief, you can get instantly. Sometimes it may be, that it is a chronic. So maybe you need to do about 2-3 sessions, and which you yourself can do it. I don't need to be. This therapy is called in different way, be your own doctor or be your own therapist. So once you know the similarities, you yourself can treat yourself. You don't need anybody to assist you. Like, sorry, if you don't natural instinct, if you got a headache, your hand will go to the head or any body part. But what if you got a backache? You can treat your back. But in this Sujok therapy, you'll see you yourself can treat, your own self, the back, or any issue which is behind your back, which, you don't need anybody's assistance in this one.
Yeah. So here, what I hear you is, many would call it a do-it-yourself, right? So it's do-it-yourself in the sense that once you know what pressure points to touch or to massage, then you get the instant relief. But here we talk about assuming it's a chronic disease or a chronic pain that has been there for a very long time. Do we find Sujok specialists like you working together with, say, physiotherapists, working together to address a problem. So say it is someone who has a problem with a spine that has been there for a very long time. While you are treating pain, one would look at addressing the problem if it's realigning and all that. Do you find yourself working together with such? Like say
Basically,
you're working with the muscles.
yeah, basically, in this one is we don't touch the body. Like in physio, they touch the body, then they do all that. So sometimes, physios, we hear cases where, you don't know the density of the bones. Maybe it can become worse than what it was before. So in this one, it is the safest therapy. It is one of the unique and the most powerful therapy.
What makes it unique?
Unique in the sense that if you can be your own doctor, isn't that unique? If you can treat yourself without any painkillers, which has got so many side effects, isn't it unique? And then, it's in your hand. And then whenever you are, just massage here, nobody knows you're treating yourself. But you're treating yourself. Maybe you're sitting like here, you're having a headache as you're fasting today. So just a massage.
Yes.
Nobody knows what you're doing. And it's powerful in the sense that, as you will see, I believe that this is a divine gift to us. That's why it's so powerful in its own effect.
Yes. So, we're talking about a form of therapy that is addressing pain, and which is something that no one ever wants to experience in their lives. But you also look at it, if you go to Asian countries, yes, they practice this because it is part and parcel of their community and the people who they are, right? But you come to a place like Kenya, with all the challenges that we do face, one would hope that these are things that we would jump on to quickly for us to be able to address the problems that we do have. Why do I say that? Because you look at our health sector and the problems that we do have. Perhaps if this is something that would be given to Wananchi, it would be picked up. So where's the reluctance in African societies, I would say, in picking up this solution for the pain that does exist in the society? What's the reluctance?
I think is mostly unawareness about this therapy that ever exists. We are so much into conventional medicine. Like when we, when I attend some medical camps and all that, so the patient gets relief, but still he says, can I get the medicine? So I say, no, my therapy is no medicine. But if you want your medicine, then I leave it to you. So that's, we are, our thinking still in that medicine. We have not come to that, like these therapies. Or we are not aware, to be very honest, we are not aware of this therapy.
Another challenge that when I was just reading up about Sujok, the biggest problem that has existed in terms of it breaking or spreading into the market or breaking into the society is because you find conventional doctors, right, usually say, Sujok has not been proven scientifically. So if you're applying that, you need to work with a doctor. Number one, how is that making it difficult for Sujok to spread? And how then can both institutions work together? Because at the end of the day, what you want to do is to address pain. Because what a medical doctor would do is pretty much to achieve what you're offering. So why is there, in your own experience, why is there collision where you find medical doctors say that is not proven, so don't do it. If you're going to do it with us?
Well, to be very honest, a lot of research have taken on Sujok. There was one in Indonesia where they tried to measure somebody, about 39 patients or so. They took their measurements with their instrument of how much was the pain. And then they did the therapy on them, and they found out how much the pain had reduced. So it's not just like in air. There's a lot of research which has been done and still being done. There was also research being done in the COVID time on how we can treat about our lungs and everything, which, as you see, when we explain to you how our similarities are, there have been researches on it. But the only thing is, I'm sorry to say, is that our doctors don't want to think outside the box. I'm sorry, but that's what is. I've been having a conversation with the doctors. When you try to talk to them, hardly one or two will want to listen what you are explaining to them, because they've got mindset. Okay, I give tablet and that's the end of it. But let me tell you, has any tablets reduced, okay, pain and everything, but what about the side effects? And what about the diseases which we have, diabetes, pressures and everything? Is there any medicine which has eliminated it? With Sujok, it doesn't work on symptoms only, it works on the organs. So it treats the organ which has become, what we can say out of energy. So we restore that energy by just a massage. So it's another thing is that they want to think outside the box, that there is something else which can help in treatment of people.
Yeah, because then one would also ask the question, okay, fine. So we have Sujok, which is the act of massaging pressure points for you to relieve pain. But then we have masseuse out here. What differentiates a Sujok specialist and a masseuse? Yes. Because a masseuse as well massages for you to feel good, to open up your joints and all that. Yet when you come to Sujok, a therapist, right, also massages but on pressure points as well. So what's the difference? Because one would say, a Sujok therapist is just a masseuse. What's the difference?
Okay, see, the masseuse, they touch the body, right? As I explained to you, some of them are not that qualified because, as I said, the old man will go there for some problem with the back. He doesn't know, he or she doesn't know the density of his bone. And there have been so many cases where, there may be high pressure applied and they might do more, harm than any good. But in this one, you yourself, you can be your own doctor. You don't have to remove clothes. You don't have to embarrass yourself. Let's say there's a female who is suffering and there's therapy, or the masseur is a male. So it becomes a bit of, but in this one, I can just treat any woman here. I don't need to remove her clothes or anything. It's just massage and that's that.
Because one thing you'd want to know is, if you just look it up, there are those as well who position themselves as Sujok therapist, And what that has done is you find someone goes to a masseuse who's packaged themselves as a Sujok therapist. But what happens is that pain never leaves. Therefore, you find someone leaving that space with the doubt whether Sujok is actually a technique. So from where it is you see it, it is a problem because then the solution that you're trying to offer is derailed by those who pretend or those who fashion themselves to be authentic Sujok therapists. So how do we address that problem? How would one, like personally, do you have, say, a community or an organization that registers Sujok therapists that we can come to know that these are genuine Sujok therapists, as opposed to one who's fashioning themselves as well?
That's true. You see, the thing is now, this is a difficult one.
Yeah.
Because everyone will say, I'm doing this. But it's only when you go there and you experience it that you can find is a genuine one or not a genuine one. So basically it is this, that, like this therapy, once you know how it is, you yourself can treat yourself. That's more important. Rather than going to, let's say, this is the therapist or this one. So like even, coming to the doctors, all right? Not all doctors are that good, let's be honest. Because when I went to India, the one time I took my wife for surgery there, so the doctor said, there's so many patients from Kenya who are opened up for spine, nothing was done. And they were, so how do we know who is genuine? So that doctor said, we were talking with the patients, said, I'm coming from Kenya, we had some Kenyans from here, and said they just open up, stitch up, just that. Then after some time, the pain is back, and they lose millions. So genuinity is different thing now.
Yeah. So I see that we have a lot of paraphernalia here. I see we have a map. If you could just show us what this map is, if you could just show us to the camera on what exactly this is, say, like this map here.
Okay. Now we come to the one which is very important and one which need more attention to understand is how, as we say, as we've been singing, that our body is similar.
Yes.
our hands are similar to our body. Is it true? So let's go into step by step
Yes.
to see whether, is it true that our hands, all right, we'll touch our hands, not our feet.
Okay.
There is, a resemblance of our body. So if I were to put my hand like that,
Yes.
right, and I tell you, okay, make a sketch, right?
Yes.
So you'll see what sketch you get like.
Yes.
And then I tell you, assuming, God has kept here a thumb so that we can do various errands with it.
Okay.
But for our therapy, just assume we were able to move this here.
Okay.
So, right? What will the picture be like? All right, I'll show you what it would look like. This sketch is my hand or our hand, right?
Yes.
If you were to move this thumb and bring up here, this hand will change into
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. So pretty much it resembles a human body.
right? So that is one. Then we come to the other one. You can see now this is segmented. But this is your hands, not your body.
Yes.
But it gives a resemblance to your body, right? But just because the thumb has been kept there, as said, so that you can, we can do errands with it. Right? So that is one similarity. Now we come to the other one. Is if you look at our hand, this is our hand, right?
Yes.
How many parts are there of our hand? Palm, 1, 4 fingers,
4 fingers, yes.
5, the thumb,
Okay.
6. Look at our body. First, torso, 2 legs, 2 arms, neck. 6,
6.
right? So we come here now to see that, as we will see, these fingers, they correspond to our legs, the middle 2 fingers,
Okay.
right? How many joints are there? 1, 2, 3.
3.
Look at your leg. 1, a hip, knee, ankle, right? We come to this one. This corresponds to our arms.
The hands, yeah.
Again, how many joints? 1,
3.
2, 3. Right?
So you have 1, 2,
Shoulder,
3.
elbow,
Elbow,
and down up to your
ankle,
palm.
yeah, palm.
Look at this one. This has got only 2 joints. Right?
Yeah.
If God wanted, He would have made even 3 joints. But that similarity to our head, to our face and neck would not be there. So this one is our whole face and our neck.
Okay.
Another similarity, right?
Yes.
Now let's come to the other one. As we said, this is our legs, right? You can see we cannot move our fingers back,
Yeah.
right? But we, like our leg, we can't stretch more than that, can we?
No, we can.
But we can bend it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
We can bend it, but we can't stretch it, right? Same thing with our arms. We can just go up to that,
Yeah.
right? So these fingers can't, but we can bend it like that.
True.
Same thing with our neck and head. Can't go backwards, but
She
we
can
can
bend it.
nod.
Yeah.
So now, all these similarities, are they coincidences or what are they? And there are more also, like even if you look at it here, which is not very distinct, but you get color distinction here. Which is, if you look at it, our front side is a bit fair, slightly.
Yeah.
So these are all the similarities which we found in our body.
And it is from that point, then understanding the similarities, that you know where to press to address what
Now,
problem.
as you said, this thumb is our face.
Yes.
So as if you got a headache in front, go up here. You go on the side, go on the side. Go to the back, go on the back, go behind, go behind.
Yeah.
So that is one. So now we'll see how our whole body, because it is systematic and logical in Sujok, how it goes into how whole our body is, it corresponds to our hands. So I shall go on to that chart.
Yeah, but we shall go to the chart a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I also see that we have beads. We have beads. I don't know what everything.
Yeah,
I see we have
now
a pencil.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. What we have all this
Yeah.
is part of the treatment session. Right? So how we can treat ourselves using all this which
All
are
this
there.
equipment.
So this is part of our treatment. Or a pencil,
Yeah.
right, which is very convenient.
Yeah.
We'll show you how we can use the pencil only
Yeah.
to treat ourselves.
All right. You see, we talk about health and wellness, and there are different ways for you to take care of yourself. Today here we're talking about the Sujok therapy. Comes from Korea, but it's being applied here. We've taken you through how your hand resembles your body and where to press to treat yourself. Did you know about that? You can't get that anywhere else other than right here on Health and Wellness. We take a short commercial break. When we come back, we now go deeper into how to apply that into your day-to-day activity and taking care of yourself. See you after the break. And welcome back to Health and Wellness. It is an interesting one today because we're talking about Sujok therapist, and it is an idea. It is actually what has been used by those in the Asian markets and Asian countries to treat pain. We have Elias Yusuf, who's a Sujok therapist, taking us through that. We just showed you how your hand, actually your palm, resembles your body. But he's going to take you through everything else so that you can know how to do it yourself. Do it yourself, addressing the pain that you do have. Elias, I see you have a chart there. Just take us through everything that is there.
Thank you. Okay, as we already explained about this one, this is our hand, and then a sketch of a hand, and then if you were to move our thumb here, we come to get a sketch of a human body. Now we'll go further in more details, is by this. Usually we keep our hands like that because our feet are good down, our
Yes.
arms are down, then neck up. But just because of this one, we'll keep here. See, we'll start with our thumb, which is in the top. If you look at our thumb here, we got two phalanxes, right? You got the first one here and the second here. So we have our human body.
Okay.
This baby doll will be as a human body. So the first phalanx here, as you can see, corresponds to our whole face, right? So here we got our head, we got your eyes, your mouth, your nose, your ears, right? Just like our. So when you come down here, as you said, this is very systematic and logical. You come down here, this is your neck, right? Part of your trachea, you got your tonsils here, you got your thyroid here, you got your food pipe, windpipe, everything, whichever is in our neck. Going down still further, we come to the palm here. So this palm here is our whole chest, right? You got your lungs, your heart, your ribs, whatever basically is in our chest, right? So now this is we have put here because our thumb we cannot put it here. So this basically is part of our thumb and then part of our palm.
Okay.
So we come here, we keep it like that. See, we come up to our chest,
Okay.
right? When you come down here, from the chest, as you see, this part here is our stomach.
Okay.
Then we go the duodenum, the small intestine, the whole part of our system of intestines. So here on our right side, whoever are the doctors you can find, our right side, we have got the liver, and you got the spleen, the pancreas, and whatever other organs which are there. So we come here up to our abdomen here. Now moving down here, up to here, this is our whole abdomen. There we got the appendix, the small intestine, everything whichever is in our abdomen. So basically, our palm is part of our chest and our abdomen.
Okay.
Right? So now we come down here. As we move down here, as we said, this ones, we put it like that.
Yeah, the middle fingers are.
The middle
our feet.
fingers, you see, you can see this is your,
Yes.
as you put here, this is the right foot, the
Yes.
finger for your right. This is for the left one. This is your hand or your arm. This is for your other arm. That means on this side, if it is the left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg, right arm. Right.
Okay.
So let's look as that we have seen is how many joints are there. We start up here, which is touching the palm, here, which is our hip. Going down here, this is our thigh. Coming here, this joint is our knee. Coming down here, we got our shin. Coming down here, we got our ankle and our whole foot with the fingers here.
Yes.
Right?
With our toes, yeah.
Toes, right? And the finger. So if you look at our left, our arms also, the first one is our shoulder.
Okay.
As you go down, our elbow.
Elbow.
You go down here, your wrist, and your whole hand. So that is for your left side, and this is for your right side. So basically, this one is the front part of our body or the front part of our palm.
Okay.
Right? But if you look at our thumb, right? Once again, sorry. We look at our hand. If you look at our thumb, you know, it's okay, all are essential, but the thumb is the most superior.
Yes.
Just tie it up for a day and see if you can do any work.
No, you can't.
Huh? We can't.
Because they were used for gripping and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, you know, basically that's what it. But if you look at our thumb here, see how superior it is in therapy.
Yeah.
You have your brain, you have all your sense organs here. Right? So that itself is your thumb, it is getting superiority, though all are important. Right? So this basically is our front side of our hand. Right? Now we come to the back part. This is the back part of our body.
Okay.
Again, just because it is there. As we said, this is our neck, front part. The back part is our cervical
Okay.
spine, right? Where we have got a lot of people nowadays have problem with this one because of our habits of using phones, most of us are
laptops,
using
yes.
like that, and most of them you find having problem with the cervical and the arms. They're feeling, you know, numbness, tingling, and all that. So if you don't take care of that, you in a for long run you will have a lot of problem with the whole body, because this one is the main part of our whole body.
On the back.
Anything to affected here will affect your whole body. Then we come down here, that is the thoracic part. All right. Then this part, because as we said, you know, if you were to move your thumb here, then this is part of the thoracic. This part, sorry. This was okay. This part, as I explained, this part again is part of your thoracic. You come down here, this is your lumbar.
Okay.
Now, most of the people who get pain is in the lumbar region. All right, because of posture and various many things, slip disc, sciatica, all those problems which are here. Then you go to sacral, and you come to end up here, your anus. Right, and then this part is the back part of our hands
Okay.
or of our fingers. Then you have your kidneys here, and you go the adrenal here. So this part is the back part of our hand. Right. One thing which is there is also is sorry, is between our fingers here. Here what we have is the reproductive organs of male and female, which we know we all are here.
Yeah.
All right? So this is our reproductive organs of male or female, which we also treat, three problems for the female, any problem which is related to do hormonal, periods and everything. So basically this is another layout of how our hand is similar to our body.
Okay. So one would ask the question then, does that apply to both hands or is it specific to a single hand? Because one would say, assuming someone's hand has been amputated, only has one hand, is it applicable to both sides?
It's a very good question. Like, we have a spare wheel in our car. It's only one. But God has given us 3 spare wheels. Another hand, which is complete,
Yes.
2 legs.
2 legs.
So God forbid somebody doesn't have one hand, you can always use the other hand, which is complete. If he doesn't have, God forbid, another 2 hands, you can treat him on the feet.
Okay. So that means that you could use both hands to treat your body, because if you just turn it, every hand is a resemblance of your body. So whether it's right or left, you can use either hands to treat yourself.
Right. The only thing is that when you're using the left hand,
Yes.
now this one is more similar to our body.
Okay.
So this part, but when you're using your right hand, the sides will change.
Okay.
Right? Like this one corresponds to your left. In this hand, when you're using the right one, this will correspond to your left
Okay.
arm.
Okay.
So it just changes the sides. So it is, if you got a problem on the right side, use the right hand. If you got a problem on the left hand, use the left hand.
Okay.
But if there's, let's say one hand is burnt, you can't use it. So you can use the other hand to treat the other side. So it's very convenient, so you can't, wait. So, okay, this is burnt, so I can't use it.
Yeah.
Use the other one.
Yeah, so we also have the feet, right? So it's similar to the feet as well. You can also use that to treat your body. All right. So take us through everything else that you can use for that treatment. So now we understand that. We understand our body parts using our hand. So then how do we get to treatment per se?
Right. So as we said, this is Sujok acupressure therapy.
Yes.
What we need is just a pressure. So that pressure can come from your own fingers. You can just loop it, like as I said, you got a headache, massage here.
For how long? If say I have a headache.
Within less than a minute you should get relief if you've done it rightly,
Okay.
which I do. So less than a minute you get relief.
Okay.
If you got a problem, as you said, on your spine, your lower back, just go there, just massage there. It gives you relief from your backache. Right? Your knees, just play. Basically what you do is just rolling a pencil or something like that.
Okay.
Right? I've got a pencil here.
So that explains why you need a pencil. Because I remember there's this one time I was with someone and they were complaining that they were having pain at the back. And all they did is they had something that resembled an acacia fruit. And all they did was just rub it on their hands, and they said that pain had actually gone away because of the roughness that there was on that fruit.
See, as I said, it's individual
Yes.
therapy. So, like I said, some people say we just use the energy to treat and so forth. Now, that is different. But here, how we've been working this for the last 20 years, and you can also see just a massage, with just a pencil. Or when you are sitting somewhere, you don't have a pencil. So, you know what it is, just a massage like that gives you relief.
Assuming I'm using a pencil, how do I use it?
Okay, now this is a good question. Let's say we start with our problem with the neck.
Okay.
So pencil like that, hexagonal, better because of this edges.
Yes.
So just roll it like that, not very hard. And what will happen is if you got a problem with your neck also, you'll find these points tender. So whichever point you find tender, just massage it. Within less than a minute, you should get relief. That's to do with your neck. If you got with your knees, just keep it like this. These are your knees. Now this one, you got a problem with your left one,
Yes.
right one, whichever it is, just rolling like that.
Okay.
Okay, you got a problem with your spine,
Mm-hmm.
you can just go into spine like that. And you'll find a point. This one, what helps is, when we start with the patient,
Mm-hmm.
we do it and then ask the patient, where do you feel the pain?
Yeah.
So the pain, we look for the pain points. So we know that the culprit is there. So when you start massaging, it will be very tender and some you can hardly touch.
Mm.
But gradually, within that span of seconds, that should reduce and you should start feeling better.
Mm. Mm.
That's how fast it works.
That's how fast it works. We also see that we have, say,
Yeah.
this is
Now-
tasbih. Yeah.
Yes. Now, as I said, we have this option,
Yes.
pencil.
Mm-hmm.
First, we started with our fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we talk of our tasbih,
Yes.
it's just beads. So what we do is, when you're rolling this with a bead,
Yeah.
as you said, this is your brain,
Okay.
right? Or you got a headache.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you don't have, but like this, when you're rolling this, you're massaging your brain.
Yeah.
Now, those who have tasbihs and all that, what you can do is just look like that. Massage start from all these points. So basically, all thing is pressure.
Yeah.
However you do it,
Yeah.
you can do it with your finger. You can do with this. These are all items which you can do with.
Mm.
But it's up to you, whatever is convenient to you.
You know, when I just look at that tasbih, because I have one in the house, right? And it has never occurred to me that tasbih would be one of the things that if I apply, say, my pressure points, would help me get rid of pain that I'm feeling at the moment. Just goes to show that in our surrounding, we have things that would help us, just that we do not know, we do not have the information on how to use it or how important it would be when you really, really are in pain and need to address it.
Very true, very true. You see, the thing is, as you said, is the unawareness of this therapy. Like if you look at it, villages, those people there are much, much healthier than us.
Yeah.
Reason being, especially, you find those who are not wearing shoes, all right? Because they get natural, the reflexes on the other part of the soles which are there. So like here, we all want to compete with one another. If you got Nike, I want Changer and all that. So we hardly expose our feet to those massages. So we have the things at home. It's just that we are not aware how to use it.
Talk to us about the aspect of walking on earth bare feet, because you've just mentioned that, and I remember it is said that those who actually walk bare feet get to have better health. And now that you're talking about our feet, we're talking about our hands and pressure points, speaks directly to the fact that when you're walking with your bare feet, you expose your feet to different pressure points, and because the earth is also not as smooth or as soft as this. You have stones, you have soil. Does that as well
you
help?
see there are no glasses there to cut your foot.
Yeah. Yeah, but that as well is one of the ways.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You see, that's why you find those people are more healthy than us. And then if you look at it the other way, if you find a clerk,
Yeah.
or an office guy, and a laborer who is doing manual work, you'll find that manual guy is much more healthier, because all the time he's pressurizing all those points, carrying things, lifting things and everything. So naturally, he's giving pressure on all those points which are keeping him healthy.
Elias, one thing that is happening is you look at things that we use nowadays. There are these, they call stress balls, right? That people are using. And you look at everything else that there is that people buy them because it is called a stress ball. But no one is going further to explain why it is a stress ball, or rather why important it is to your health, day-to-day well-being. Because you'll go buy a pressure ball, you'll use it, but no one goes further to expound as to why when you use, say, a stress ball that has all these serrations, when you use it in your hand, it has a difference to your health. Is it because there are others who are hiding this information from everyone to get it? Because we buy stress balls because we're told they're stress balls, but you're not being told when you use that stress ball in your hand, you're actually helping relieve pain.
Yes, as I said, it's again, an awareness.
An
like
awareness, yeah.
If you look at it here, we have this ball,
Yeah.
right? It's a special ball, plastic one with spikes.
Okay.
So what you do is, when you're putting a massaging around here, rolling up here for 2 minutes or so, you are stimulating all your organs,
Yeah.
right? So you stimulate all your organs. So be it pancreas, be it spleen, be it anything. So you are stimulating organs, so that energy is restored. So this is like one of them. So even if you don't have,
Yeah.
like I will just give you one. When we started learning this therapy, we approached a 93-year-old man, and we said, let us introduce you to this therapy. So you know what he told us? He said, I'm 93 years old. I've never been to a doctor. So we were said, okay, what is the secret? You know what he told us? So whenever I'm sitting free, I'm just massaging my fingers. So what is he doing? Removing all those toxics,
Yes.
which make us sick, balancing his energy, and that's what is keeping him healthy. So if you want, our children to be healthy, they're going to school, all right? They all have pens or pencils. Tell them to play around.
To just play around with them.
Just play around here front, 2 minutes here. So you're stimulating, and this is proven. I've done with my colleagues and everything. You'll find, their immunity is much stronger. Because end of the day, you're just trying to treat yourself. You're stimulating all those organs which are connected with the sickness.
Yeah. Because even in children who are just learning to walk, right, there is a difference rather from observation that you'd find a child, say, who's coming from the rural areas, who has learned to walk, say, on earth, no cement. They've been out there, and you'd find that even their growing up is different because they are used to what many would want to call hardship, but it is because it is helping them in terms of immunity, now that we understand that. But you find that there's a child who learned to walk from concrete, always in socks. You take that child the first time to stand on grass, and it's different to them. It's weird. They don't even want to touch down. So how then, in terms of even parents who are there, how critical is it for when their children are learning to walk, when they are crawling? It's important for you to do that in spaces where all these pressure points are in touch with their body and also with the ground.
Yes, that's a very good question. Now, you see, the thing is, like toddlers, for the parents, what they need to do is give them a soft massage.
Yes.
Even while they're not walking. Give them a soft massage on all these points. There will be relief of gas and everything, which, we use these medicines to give relief gas.
Yeah.
So it will be natural release of gas into them. And their growth will be totally different. Because from youth or young, as a toddler, they're getting that soft massage, stimulating all those organs.
Yeah.
So growing up, they'll be quite healthy.
So I see we also have here an electric...
So,
yes.
okay. Now, as you say, explain to you, this one is for the palm,
For the palm,
massage
yeah.
into your feet. Then we have what you call a thumb pad like this.
Okay.
So these are all the items which are, part.
Yes.
So here, you can just press this. It's a thumb pad.
Okay.
All right. So it's got this. So it just gives the pressure points.
Okay.
If you want to just use it, and then this one is very important.
Okay.
We call this Sujok ring, and it's a miraculous ring.
Okay.
Why? Because as you explained, all the points are here, right, on the limbs. So when you're using this ring, this is a special ring. So just rolling here for 30 seconds to a minute, you are, stimulating all that is there in there. Your nerves, your blood circulations, your organs and everything. So you get yourself relief. And those people who have got arthritis, when they're using this, they really find it very helpful.
Okay.
So this is a Sujok elastic ring, which you just roll it. Especially for this one, Because when you do, the pencil might be doing one side, but
Yeah.
this at one time, it does all over.
around.
So that's one thing about it, right? Yes.
Those are Sujok rings, yes. I can also
Yeah.
see,
Now, this one is we call it a moxa.
okay,
It's like a cigar.
okay.
So what you do is points where you need to give heat. Let's say somebody has got coal in his chest or her chest. All right, you don't burn this. It's very powerful. So just applying heat there, gives relief or removes the mucus from his, her chest, or could, for the knee or any point where you want to give heat. This is the moxa which we use.
Okay.
And as I said, is when we treat sciatica, we use ice. I use ice especially. So what happens is, just because the sciatica is inflamed, using that ice helps to remove the inflammation, and you get instant relief.
Yeah.
Right.
I also see here we have like seeds, actual seeds.
Yes. Now, what we're coming to now is this one we touched is we got seeds here. Okay. In this therapy, we use various type of seeds,
Okay.
and we try to match up with the organ which we are treating. Right. Like we have here black pepper.
Black pepper, yeah.
Right? So what organ in our body is having black? If you look at our eyes, right? You got the dead pupil black.
Yeah.
So if anybody's got a problem with the eyes, after massaging here, we stick this one with the masking tape or something,
Okay.
and we try to remain it as long as we can, so long it doesn't get weight. Why? Because once you've done the massaging, stimulation, it will end there. But when you put the seeds of magnets, I'll show you the magnets later. As you put the seeds of magnet, the treatment continues. So the chances of healing faster, is much more. So that continuation of stimulation is still there. So then we have what you call, this is the fenugreek,
Fenugreek, yes.
right? Swahili we told you water. So here what we do is, those points especially, like we have a problem with the cervical, all right, a neck problem, or the knee problem, is after stimulating this area, we just tie this
Okay.
and we leave it. Important thing is, it should not get wet.
Okay. Should
And
not
then,
get wet.
yeah, the life for this one is 24 hours. After that, you throw it away. Then you use the fresh one. So if you got a knee problem, as we said, this is a knee, you just put it there, or any part where you think it's problem. But this is when you think that it is chronic.
Okay.
One session is not enough, so then you can use all this.
Yeah, we're running out of time, Doctor. If you could just
And the last
quickly
what
take
I want
us
to touch
through.
is
Yes.
this is marage, very common,
Yeah.
and as you can see, it resembles our kidneys.
Kidney, yes.
Right. So if you got a problem with the kidneys, you just tie this and just takes off kidney.
Yeah. So, Doctor, as we come close to the show, just take us through final submissions on why this is important and why everyone should get on board on this.
Okay, as we have seen that our hand, or our health is in our hands,
Yes.
and it is the easiest therapy which one can do. Just a massage with a pencil or anything with pressure, it gives you relief.
Okay.
So I'll just take you through. Important thing is how to remember, right? How our hand is similar to our body. A quick one. First, if you will, we take a baby doll,
Yeah.
place it here.
Yes.
That gives you similarity, right? So this, as you can know, this is arm. You put it like that. Is this one be right, left, legs, and all that.
Yeah.
Or if you want to use this one, the other thing will be keeping your hand like that,
Okay.
standing like that. This one, is on the right side. So this is right leg. This is your right arm. Right arm, left leg, left arm. So this is how it will be easy for you
Yes.
to remember that,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
And you asking me about this machine.
Yes. We don't have time though.
Yeah,
But
just a quick one.
Okay.
This machine, we use it. It becomes much faster and convenient on
Okay.
those points than would be a ring or a pencil,
Okay.
for that matter.
They say that health is in your hands, and that is literally speaking, because if you know how to use your hands, then you're able to apply those pressure points in your hands. Yusuf Elias is a physiotherapist and is taking us through that. Now you know how to go about it. If you need more information, we shall be sharing that with you, where you can get Dr. Elias Yusuf for you to be able to take care of yourself. You can just share your number real quick.
Yeah, my WhatsApp number or my mobile number is 0720 734303. I also do videos to send to people who can treat themselves for any ailments which they have.
There you have it. Your health is in your hands. I'm Dennis Aseto, and this is Health and Wellness. Bye-bye for now.